Turn on AI companion.
Had it right there.
I don't know, maybe. Yep.
Oh, stuck.
And it does all your minutes and makes a video.
Wow.
You have to edit it, make sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, that's what you're right.
Speaking of which, who is doing this?
I decided, I was nominated by the board of selectmen.
So they're not putting somebody on the committee?
Correct.
Oh, wow.
So
We're not just not anyone yet either.
we got the experienced team. Luckily.
There's some sorry for what they put on. See what that-
I think that might be it. They catch up a year and a half.
Sorry, it felt to you. Chris just didn't want.
Yeah.
He was off the board of selectmen.
Yeah.
Is he moving or?
I don't think so.
No.
Sure.
So 18 will actually do some extent. Yes, make
Crazy.
they get confused as to who's talking,
Of course.
until you've done it long enough, they start figuring out who's who. So in the beginning, it's not great.
Yeah.
But AI stuff.
So you use them for me? Yeah. It's good.
Not so scary.
Do we always do the pledge? I don't remember something.
What was the question?
For the agenda, the first thing is the pledge. I don't remember doing the pledge.
Oh, that's just our standard.
Yeah, I mean, we do it before bed.
Right. Most subcommittees don't do much. No. They're.
Was looking for a copy of the meeting minutes, and I didn't have it in my email. It was, well, mine was weird.
They were printed out.
It was sent. I think it was sent.
Pardon me?
It was in the first email, and then she sent another one. I had to like scroll down and click on my, I don't know how your email works.
The second email wasn't a Catherine.
Correct.
Yeah.
Only maybe the agenda. Yeah, but, yeah. Yeah. That's something. Where's the flag?
I know.
It's standard on our agenda when we do that.
In the morning, I think older kids taking the first graders to do the pledge to lead it. So cute. You know, the little speech.
Good evening, everybody.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Hello.
Hey, Jim.
You see.
We're ready for it. Stick them.
Jay's supposed to.
He was
Attend this one,
invited,
right?
he was invited twice. We'll see what happens.
We want to be able to get the head, but you can't be pushing.
Right, now it's just 5 past.
But I didn't know she knew. She must have gotten it.
Mhm. So we asked for volunteers last Board of Ed meeting.
Crickets.
Sort of the cricket. But there was one person who was out. Huh?
Like,
Maybe, I mean, she would just represent the board, she's a nurse. So she doesn't, she knows, she has some extra knowledge on it.
Just a heads up, guys. I need to step into another meeting at 6:30. So if we're not over by then, that's why I wanted to. That's why I made sure that Jim Peckingham was here to cover. We're still going at 6:30.
sure. Sure. Well, right now, approval of agenda. Anybody want to make that motion?
I'll make that.
Don?
That's mine.
Okay.
I'll second.
Dave, second. Any changes to the agenda? No. All those in favor of the agenda as distributed? Unanimous? All against? That's it.
It's just the three of us now on the committee. And so all three of us have to be there. So,
As well, or no, two of you.
is that what all that?
It's a 3-member voting panel and you two.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry, I know I'm out of order, but I quickly we get you, Marie is no longer with us, so.
She's on 5 now, on the Board of Ed.
Oh.
So I'm looking for a replacement.
And we have no audience, whole business. So Jim, where are we on the fire solar panels? I just keep seeing emails.
Okay.
back and forth.
A question for Bob. So here, spoke about this, about the height of the Dow's units in relationship to any type of, how they would shadow out the solar panels. And you were gonna look into that.
Yeah. And my apologies. I did gather all the information I needed for that, and have not compiled it to get it into the Titan, or Mark had got me the contact information. So I owe you guys an advancement on that. I think what we have is the solution that will, physically fit, but I need to get the rest of that in their hands to see, because shadowing doesn't necessarily mean it can't be there. It just means it's not optimal to be there. So I want them to make that call. So that is top of my to-do list, Horace Porter related right now.
And I think the main thing Titan was concerned with is that the shadowing doesn't take away from the agreement we already have with how many kilowatts we're producing in the whole roof system.
Yes, got it. Yep.
So that's, we'd rather move 10 panels than to have contract adjusted for
Exactly.
the lack of total power it's generating.
Okay. Do you think we'll have some sort of direction by our meeting on Wednesday? Wednesday at 2:30?
I'll definitely get everything over to them at some point tomorrow. Whether I'll have an answer by Tuesday, I can't, or by Wednesday, I can't say for sure. But we'll have it advanced.
Because the issue is here, we talked about maybe moving 5 or up to 12. So we have to know about this, how, the agreement with the vendor.
How many need to be moved?
Yeah, the whole
so that
thing.
The agreement doesn't get.
We'll work it out, right? So, okay, so I'll open the hot topic, okay?
All right, and then construction progress, I'll roll that over to you.
Oh, okay, the first thing I want to talk about is the schedule, which we've been waiting for. Got that? Really on 1201. And I really just wanted to get a schedule at this time for Wing A. And sent that out, to everyone here.
You guys get it?
I sent it out.
Yes,
Do you have it?
I know. You got it.
Yeah.
Was it a direct email from you, Jim?
Or what I sent?
Yes, I got it. There was a note in the last email where I noted it said schedule for wing A, but there was no attachment. I looked at that email.
Okay.
6 attachments and it wasn't one of them.
Okay, fine, then I must make a mistake, but it shows, work at wing A. Basically, as of, tonight, installing the ductwork on the second floor. Starting on January 5th. Ductwork on the first floor and extending that to the end to February 2nd. But there were a couple of questions which I had for them. Is basically the Christmas break is extensive.
It's 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah,
We
and
did that purposely so that work could be done.
and we made the general contractor aware of it a couple of weeks back.
I had,
And
so I was, because nothing's been done, I can't take it back because a lot of people are going to like,
No,
tear up and.
it's fine, and I'm pushing him to get the structural work done for the wing A up for done during that break,
Right, and
amongst other things.
he had that schedule way ahead.
I know he did, but I just wanted him to be aware of it, because he has five days to get that work done. And
Does he note that break in his schedule? I'm sorry, I'm interrupt. Does he note the 2-week break in his schedule?
he has a schedule.
No, is it in his
It
schedule?
it shows it in the schedule to do this work,
But it's just TBD.
to be determined.
He doesn't have it in there
But the
schedule.
with any dates
any dates.
corresponding to that
Yeah,
2-week window.
Yeah, look at this. So I'm pressing him to get that work done during the break. That'll be an advantage to
That maybe
everyone.
would be the ceiling or the roof.
That'll be basically cutting the roof and reinforcing the roof joists to mount the curving, and then you do it for the wing end, and then we're done with that. And when that's done, he can,
Can the
He could-
ceiling go back in?
Huh?
And when that is done, can the ceiling go back in?
once all the ductwork's done, yes. Yeah.
Because
But
the amount of complaints I'm getting about the temperature is, my God, we're talking about it today, insane.
well, I understand. I understand. So I'm pressing him to get that scope of work done during the break.
So when does that break start?
the 22nd would be your first full day.
Right, we have a half day on the 19th. Everybody will be out of here.
12/19 half day?
Yep, they'll all be out of here at 12:30.
22nd starts full day.
Yep. And they'd be working days, 6:30 to 3. I've already talked to Steve Foreman.
3
So they are aware of it.
day schedule.
Oh, yeah.
They
And they were
were
planning on ramping up
Well,
or changing
just that,
shifts
just
anyway.
that they're gonna, right, that they're gonna be here during the day.
Yeah.
But there's been no word on, well, other than the sheet metal, Columbia sheet metal being pushed
another
to start, well, until starting the 22nd. Due to
the extra.
the electrical and all of that.
Right. So that's the first topic. We're pressing him to, I finally got the schedule. I responded it the next day. And I said, okay, but you have the activity here shown, but you don't have any days. So I wanted to perform during the break. We have 6 days off that he could work.
No, I thought he told me he had 2 weeks off.
You know, he has
2 weeks.
eight days, because if you got You got
Christmas and
10 full days.
I know, but
plus two
holiday-
holidays.
holidays. But
So that's 8 days.
So when are you back to school starting?
Fifth, is it the Monday?
Yeah.
January 5th,
Mhm.
1/5/25 back.
so, okay, we have days. We have,
Right.
I have the time.
Better than having just a 5-day week,
Mhm.
you know.
I mean,
we're
typically we
talking
would have
about
gone
in
to
April.
school that Monday and Tuesday of Christmas week,
Mhm.
you know, but we cut that and we might have gone to school the Friday
The
after.
Friday, right,
Yeah,
back on Friday, yeah.
Two.
so it's like buying 3 days.
3
I
days.
normally would.
Yeah, so there's time. If he plans it, and he schedules it, okay, that's what we're trying to do. Okay,
And it is doable temperature wise. I talked to my roofer that works here. And he said as long as it's 38 to 40 degrees and sunny,
you can make that.
you can, while you can seal it, it'll take a little bit longer for the glue to flash off.
Mhm.
To the primer, but it's still doable. They work all winter long themselves.
Today they went to, it was freezing. It was like in the 20s.
If it was sunny enough, they probably still on the black roof, it would be warm enough there. But you gotta do it case by case.
Right.
Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is all the extras which we received back December 1st. And we got the RFI log, which I sent out. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I want to gather approval for this evening. I do want to go through one at a time, and we could vote on the new businesses. PCO 5 or the underground repairs that were undertaken when we put the new electrical service in from street up to the transformer pad. Basically, we weren't aware of it, but there was a underground conduit which fed the
Moore's Indian School.
Indian School. You were there when we were there, and I said, just get it fixed. No one was aware of it. I approved the amount of $921.01. PCO 6, this is something which really Bob and Jim have been working on for the last few weeks. This is everything that's above the ceiling, above the new acoustical ceiling in Wing A, which needs to be relocated due to the installation of the ductwork. It includes fire alarms, wiring, relocation of hangers for electrical fixtures, relocation of struts which hold up the cable trays, and a couple of other things too.
Lights.
And lights, electrical fixtures. Their original bid was $38,447.46. SBA through the ongoing. It took us 2 weeks, but we just didn't get the right response from them. It's the final amount is $27,627.59. And Bob, that amount is what we feel is fair.
Yeah, the last of the points, I guess, that we were in contention over were not significant enough to hold this change order up.
Okay. And when we spoke last Thursday, I asked they would start on just our like approval, and he said yes. So that's number 6, number 7, number 8, and number 9 were electrical related wiring to the rooms, which was not shown on the drawings. So we got, number 7, we have a proposal in the amount of $1,618.84. Number 8, we have the amount of $1,945.35. And number 9, $2,021.62. These were issued as RFIs to our team. They were addressed during this summer month, but we just got the extras last weeks ago. I believe that SBA recommends for approval there too. We have a lengthy one, extensive one, to revise the electrical routing to wing E&F for several RFIs to the exterior, instead of coming through hallways to get down there. Their amount is $129,087.62. I felt that's an extensive amount. I feel we're not getting credit for the basement work in a fair way. I believe Bob and Jim, you feel the same way there. So we're not ready to act upon that at this time. Anyway, that does not hold up the interior work at this time. So just give us till next month to really finalize that.
Right, because that one, they have come back with another, that one, right?
I haven't seen that.
Because that was the original.
Okay, now 98. Okay. And still, I think that's pretty high at this time.
Mhm.
Yeah, I had comments for them on the revised version. So in my book, we're still waiting for them to respond to my latest round of comments on number 10.
Yeah, right. And once we get that, then we'll but it's not holding anything up for wing A or wing D.
What precipitated this? What is this again? You said they're moving the wiring from inside to outside, or
Yeah. Power. There's no room to run it. It was shown to run the power line to tie into the existing under slab conduit, but it's too small. We have to run new conduit, and with all the issues that we have with space, we felt at the time
There was no room to go from the electrical room all the way down all the hallways. So that, 6 pipes, at least 3 inches.
Yeah, there's the interior route was proposed to be 2 3-inch conduits and 2 2.5-inch conduits.
okay. And where did you envision those going?
I mean, generally speaking, above the ceilings, and there are just a couple of pinch points that they ran into that basically it appeared we would have ended up needing to expose those conduits below the ceiling, which we preferred to avoid. Honestly, I had anticipated that the exterior route would be, although it was a little bit longer, I had hoped that it would end up being about a wash because the materials were less. It should be noted, I think Jim kind of alluded to it, part of this change order is making up for that, what we thought was an existing run we were going to be able to reuse. The feed to the panel, to the new sub panel in the boiler room, we thought we were going to be able to just parallel a second run on with that and keep your existing run. Because it's run under slab, which was not evident to us, we can't parallel, because when you do a parallel run, they have to be run exactly together so that the wire lengths match. So we weren't able to do that. They weren't able to reuse those. So a chunk of this change order is truly added work for that basically half of the run to that sub panel. So there's definitely a legitimate add to be had here. We're just trying to legitimize it.
Okay, and then to talk about the other five, they total to $34,134.41 on the back page of horrified. Fire. Okay, another thing which we talked about with Mark and with our chief was concerning the installation of wall hung units in the media center. The design shows 5 wall hung units there, but during the summer work, I was aware that we had several wall hung units that were scheduled in the rooms which we could not use due to space requirements. One is right here. We had a wall hung unit place here, but it just doesn't fit. So we're gonna put a ceiling unit here, but instead we're gonna put a wall hung unit there. So I working with Jim and Mike in discussions with Mark, we have a new design, which a proposal which we could use 5 of those ceiling type units. I believe I sent you a sketch with that. Okay.
I didn't get any of these, I didn't get the schedule or any attachments, so I don't know if my name got dropped off that email.
I sent it to Mark. Maybe it was my fault.
Yeah, so the transition from Chris, I wasn't aware that, is Chris sending you out there, bud?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where things got wrong.
Okay, but they're showing, I'll show you here. This is a proposal to basically utilize 5 ceiling cassette units up in the media centers. It alleviates the visual use of the wall hung equipment, plus the difficult task of running power in refrigerant line to it. Okay, the only thing we have to do, Jim made me aware of, you gotta somehow you get up there, see how much space we have above the ceiling. We have it.
Right.
And I did look at the structural sections through the media center from the 1990s renovation, and it looks like we have the room that we need. It's just it's hard to tell exactly where the joists fall in relation to where I'm showing the units on that sketch. We want to make sure that we can tuck them up between the joists if we have to. I'm just not 100% confident that the dimensions, they're not actually dimensioned on the section. It's drawn to scale, but I'm not 100% confident in the space that we have from the bottom of the joist to the ceiling grid. So we want them to have a look and adjust it so that the cassettes will fall between the roof joists, if necessary, in order to make them fit. Then, as far as the piping and conduit goes, I think that will be much easier. They can come in from the roof and be above the ceiling. And some of it is hard ceiling, but they should still be able to feed it across the hard ceiling to the locations where I'm showing the cassettes.
Like you have no way to get up into that ceiling?
I do. I have a lift.
But we're gonna wait until the contractor has a lift to look at it, or could an SBA get up there and look at it and figure it out now?
Oh, yeah, they could.
Yeah.
And at some point, obviously during a non-school day or afternoon.
Is this on a critical path, or is this?
No, it isn't. It isn't. It's just something which we got to deal with.
Right, the sooner the better.
The sooner the better. I know we're doing the equipment's here. I mean, it's something with just stuff with wall units. So if we didn't do that, we would have to go and buy some more wall units too, because we took out, I believe, 9. Okay,
We divided 5 sealed rooms.
no,
No.
they are here.
Yeah.
They're here. They're shown for other rooms.
And those were
It's
swapped.
being repurposed.
This is a swap.
Wall.
Yeah, yep.
And you took the wall units that you were gonna put in the library, and used them elsewhere?
Yep.
Okay.
Like one here, copy room in wing A, some offices, book storage. We're looking at also the outside of the main lobby. We showed a ceiling units there. We could put a wall units there at a lower height to basically to benefit the, the area too. So it's a swap. I just go and get an ad for it.
Mike, might there be a time that works well for you during the holiday break to get that lift into that area, or do you have too much on your plate that break?
No, that's a very possible thing to do.
Okay. All right, Jim and I'll chat tomorrow to see if we might be able to make that timing work out, and we'll touch base with you.
Okay, a couple of other things is that we were notified at our last meeting with Sagemore that after wing A, they're gonna jump into wing E and F, which is fine. Let us know. We still have some issues here at wing B on the location of the actual location of the unit still. They haven't really finalized that yet. And also that impacts this shadowing too of the solar panels. So that was a change of plan, which is fine. Okay. Pending PCOs, we haven't received a credit for the work that was revised and wing A. We haven't received the credit or the ad for wing E and F. And those wings were raising some of the ductwork above the roof, but under the ceiling, we made things, I believe, substantially easier. And I'm waiting for steel support for DOS number 3, which is in the hallway of wing E. Yep. Okay. And that's where we stand. It's just pushing them to take advantage of the work that's available now and of the holiday schedule.
That's what bothers me the most, looking at what you've gotten for a schedule, lack of information, and Columbia Sheet Metal taking their time in first floor and second floor. I think that, when the contractors all bid this job, there was really a time constraint to get the job done by the end of this year. And so they would have had to include all kinds of, nights and weekends to meet that schedule, a lot of overtime involved that they would have had to carry in their bid. I'm not seeing any urgency here now, or anybody working any overtime. It's basically doing an 8-hour shift and that's it, right?
Can I just say one thing? Sagemore has manned the job to date with their folks. I'm disappointed with the attendance on site like
Yeah.
I really am.
Sorry,
Right.
I have to jump, guys. Sorry. Thank you.
All right,
All right.
Seymour wasn't here also.
Yeah. Well, but they couldn't do much in the summertime. The electrician took advantage of the entire school.
They could have done structural,
But
they could have gotten that all set.
he could have got the structural done, but I disappointed with, that was one of the subs. The sub stuff. Basically, sub walked away from the job.
You wouldn't do this type of, because it's a rate job.
We didn't know that for 8 months.
No, we didn't know that till
That's ridiculous.
August, okay? I told Sable with their crew
Right.
has done a good job. I felt too, but it's just sub, which I'm truly disappointed with.
We hire Save More. I don't care about the stuff, the problems. I'm sorry, Jim, I respect your opinion. but
I agree. I agree. But every time we do something, I just get a lot of flack back. But the opportunity's there and we're tracking that every day.
What can we do to get Columbia to work two crews?
I asked that
First
question.
and second floor at the same time.
I asked that question and he just had to be about.
Doesn't have the manpower.
I can't even get them to come to a job,
They should have got the job.
right? How many times? I asked them to come. I just can't get them here. Just like, Jay was supposed to be here today, he was invited twice.
And he said he was gonna attend.
Yeah, so
Pose it up to Jay, Seymour, side of Columbia, sheet metal. Then we take the contract.
he awarded to them, and that's that. It's his sub, it's not ours.
Right.
I mean, I like the folks that are working here, the contractors that come in seem great. But,
They're not getting anything done.
well, it's not even that, they're not getting anything, I feel like Jay, I don't even know what he looks like, you know?
Okay.
Well, I guess the word is you got the Christmas break, you want to see the real population.
I know, that's the thing.
That's
He's
it.
got,
He's gotta
he
make
asked
that
that
happen.
question prior to the Thanksgiving break too. Just, you have a month now, plan, get your manpower, get your subs.
Pull off someone else's job.
I don't care about those. Exactly.
That's what happened to us.
Yeah,
All our guys went to other school. I'm sure.
How can we hold their feet to the fire though, to express urgency in getting it done? That's the problem.
Well, we've got one letter out to say more, but it just mainly says we need a schedule. I don't.
I wanted a schedule, but I wanted one for wing. I will ask one for wing B, for E, and out. Plus I have right now, I don't need the clean spot for the work done at wing A for the duct work. I think we made things easier to get them going, and I haven't seen anything. I mean, everything that we see are extras. It's not fair to town.
Well, can you put your frustration in writing to me so we can get it to save more?
Okay.
Is there anything that is holding up Columbia sheet metal other than structural?
Well,
That they can finish both first floor and second floor of wing A? Is there anything?
yes, there was that extra number 6, but my problem was that ceiling was exposed since July, okay? Why didn't, or before that, but to July,
Yeah.
why didn't they tell us then that they had some issues? We didn't hear about that to December. Okay, well, we can't do anything until this work's done. You had over 120 days to tell me, and you didn't do it. So they said, we can't start the ductwork until we got this X-ray approved. That's poor project management.
So is everything approved?
That we have to get going, yes,
So we just, the whole problem, DD on the structural,
on the schedule.
on the schedule, which still means nothing.
It-
I was gonna say,
Nothing's
schedule to me, it says TBD, it's not
It's not
scheduled.
scheduled.
No, it's not on schedule right now, but it's shown as an activity.
The work for that change order is primarily by the electrical contractor.
Yes,
And that's not on the schedule for him to get in there and do that. And that's first and second floor.
both. Mainly the second floor, but we still have some problems on the first floor.
So that's what's holding up Columbia sheet metal.
That's what you're saying. That's what they're saying. But there are areas in the classroom which are not shown, which are not impacted by that start in the classrooms. Well, that's not how we do it, it's just.
Is that how you guys would do it?
I don't know the whole layout, but I would think you'd want to start with a larger ductwork first and work your way down and then branch off through the walls.
But if you had to, can't you start on the other side with that work's done? Yeah, you could, Al,
You could,
if you wanted to,
yeah, be a little.
if you
more
wanted to,
difficult.
huh?
Be a little bit more difficult. You want to make sure you hit your marks and everything.
Well, they,
Big stuff in there.
but they also,
Right.
Alan, they also made the holes for their, the ductwork. So they measured them on the hallway side. Why not install that piece of equipment
Yeah.
on the on the classroom side?
They're gonna tell you it's not cost effective for them.
Well,
That's gonna be their beef.
so that's where we stand.
Fingers crossed, right?
I don't think that's enough.
Hopefully we'll find out Wednesday.
Well, I'm going to find out Wednesday. Well, I'm going to get back to them.
Yeah, we need a list to him of what we expect to hear on Wednesday.
Okay.
Will he be attending Wednesday?
By Zoom he does.
Oh, yeah, without the, you can't see him.
Without video.
That's why I don't know what he looks like.
It's on video, usually by a phone.
But just reiterate in your bullets that TBD is not acceptable for sheetrock painting.
Well, painting and sheetrock is
Structural.
what
That's afterwards.
that's
Structural.
I want the structural work done.
Right.
Okay, he has a window to get it done.
We need to get that done soon with the ductwork stuff.
Ductwork's
And get
done.
it
Now the
completed.
ductwork's done. He'll be paid for the
Right.
material stored on site. I
You say
said
it's done, you mean it's fabricated.
fabricated. He'll be paid for that in last month's bill.
So the whole focus, the structural's gotta get done. Students.
Yeah.
It's always- All right, Jimmy, then get that out. Oh, we're gonna sick Barbara. You don't want that. You'll be angry. Parents right now.
Teachers.
The picture. And the teacher.
Infill those
Teachers are.
fans with
more
insulation of those
angrier
holes.
than parents.
I did on a couple of them, but then I didn't realize that they had tarped the fans. So they're completely wrapped, at least upstairs, so there's not air blowing through. Like windy night like today.
Yep.
But I think a lot of their biggest complaint is because it's just wide open ceiling.
No real
All that heat is going out there, it's just going to, 12, 14 feet high.
I know, I was concerned, remember way back, I wanted them to put the ceilings back and all the other wings. And they said they couldn't, and I think that's a huge, I wish I pushed for that, because some of these were, someone claimed a room today was 56. We think that was an exaggeration,
Big time.
but it was probably 62 or 63,
That's still pretty cold.
It is.
You're sitting there.
I can't believe that, because I did check pretty
Like,
much
like
all
maybe
the
when
rooms.
they first got in and once kids came in.
I think that's what they were saying,
I know, so much to hear with.
because I can see every temperature on the screen. And nothing, like I said, if it went below 62 degrees, I would have gotten notified.
Yeah, I want to get a
I get a
Thanks.
message.
that'll tell me what's in room so I can show them, but I can't. I don't
But
think-
you have to measure the air temperature, not, an object.
Right, and I don't know, I haven't Googled them to find an air one.
And I have one, but I don't think it's the greatest.
They shoot at.
No, it's just a probe and a sensor to do ambient air temperature.
So,
Yeah, because you can't use the laser one, because you're taking the temperature of
The block.
the rock, or the floor, the ceiling, or whatever that object is, not the actual air.
But that's close though. It's usually close.
That's why I trust the sensor that's in the room.
Sure. More than.
So, yeah. Because it's on the opposite side of the wall, but if you're near the windows, it's cold.
Install a fire watch in the building.
Oh, in
That we
theory,
have to.
yeah.
We have to.
So I wonder if there's a way we can charge the contractor for the extensive use of fire watch because of lack of progress sealing grid and tile having gone back in.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, within reason, yeah, we should absorb it, but, you know, I think it's beyond reason. They're dragging their feet, getting you all the pricing. You don't have anything from Columbia yet, price wise, right?
No.
Maybe threaten them with that. Oh, hey, you're gonna get hit with a back charge. Gotta get momentum going. You know, I'm just groping, trying to come up with ideas on,
Absolutely.
you know, shock effect.
Because if they wait until the April vacation to do that structural, then it means it won't be done until the end of school.
Right.
You know, we're going into the summer, but yes, it still ends, or I should say, our fire watch continues for the rest of this school year.
The only thing you could shop them at this time is contact their bonding firm on their performance, on their.
That's very true.
Contact who?
The bond,
Bonding firm on the performance bond.
because right now we're being ignored.
Right.
Tell them
Right.
that in the meeting, Jim, that the conversation at the building committee meeting was that we're gonna reach out to their bonding company.
Right.
If we don't see some action here.
Okay.
The structural this month.
This week.
Yeah.
Before the.
Yeah.
The 2 week,
Yeah, that's,
you meet for them.
that'll,
That's the only thing that shakes them up. They use that bonding firm
yeah,
for all their jobs that they go on.
I'm not.
Come on. What time? 2:30 on Wednesday. Okay, here.
Okay, so, and the key is Seymour to charge with this, so.
Yeah.
The focus is Seymour has to make this
Right.
happen, that should not contract, they work for him.
Right.
So I like that idea, is to make
That's the
sure,
only thing, because he asked the question, what could you do to
we'll make
shake
sure
them up?
that's in writing tomorrow. So Jay knows what the committee decided.
But that might draw the line too, but we're there anyway, we're there anyway.
We're gonna draw a line for 6 months. I should say not 3:30, it has been worked.
That had been worked out, but there are things that could be. Could be there. Okay. Who'd like to do?
Or we want to do the next one, last week, we're gonna do the pre-committee.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
Anybody want to make a motion to approve the minutes from the regular meeting of 11/17? I missed that.
I'll make that.
So Dave. Dave, motion, a second,
I'll second it.
second, any changes on the minutes? No? All those in favor say aye.
I think this is probably all business, but maybe you want to do it. The invoices, last time we approved with conditions, say more invoice.
Yeah,
In
so,
my opinion, that schedule doesn't meet the contract.
Well, no, I want the schedule for week A, I want to
Yeah, but
see
wait a minute.
this.
That's not what the contract says. I'm sorry. I know that's what you want, but that's not what the contract says. It says he has to give us a project schedule. That's a complete schedule.
now the problem is Jim told me he's got the schedule, it's all set, so we.
I wanted a
Okay, that's
project,
all what I want to know.
But,
a project schedule, but we'll press it for a
I
full
have to-
schedule.
because it's not a full schedule.
I'll press it for a full, I just wanted to see where it's gonna go
Right.
for this month.
You know, the schedule for main pay.
Yeah,
Even if
That's
that's
what we
not,
got.
but we don't have it, because we don't have the structural, we don't have the electrician, so we don't have, you can't.
It's not even-
And
Even this, what I was really upset is the, the condition that we had to get ECO approved prior to work on wing it, when he had months to tell us this, okay? And that's part of the performance
Well, we need to learn from that now too.
Yeah, you can tell them you sweet talk the committee to approve getting them paid based on that, but all future schedules have to be.
For the month of December's bill, I need a complete schedule.
Yeah.
Complete schedule, including stuff
And dates.
and dates.
Yeah.
No more TBDs,
No.
Exactly.
because whoever is gonna do that structural TBD long ago.
That just means he has no clue. He doesn't have
He
an
hasn't.
idea when anybody's coming.
I don't know if he had anything on that.
I don't think he has.
I'm not sure.
I think he lost that crew. I don't know what that means, a structural reinforcement crew. Sounds like just a good carpenter.
Carpenters,
So iron worker, isn't it?
No.
Isn't it?
I think it's wood, that wood, it's all wood.
it's all wood.
You think you could find good.
Just for that way.
Carpenters.
Yeah, it's wood frame. It's real 2x14s.
Can't be that hard.
Or
I
2.
wouldn't think so.
Well, but they're gonna use LVL.
But still,
I thought they had to fabricate materials. That's why I thought it was a problem.
It's all 14-inch LVL that they're gonna put in, and then I believe it's just 2x6. It's interior. It's infill.
That's Jim. Jim? Do you know what the holdup is on the structural for wing A and finding contractors? Is this-
I do not, no, I did not know that that was an issue, to be honest. In terms of finding a contractor, I know he had an RFI with some structural questions. Our structural consultant responded. And then he came back, sometime weeks later and asked some of the same questions over again. I heard you mention LDLs as opposed to sistering the roof joists, and our structural consultant Luigi said that would be fine. But that's about as much as I know regarding the structural.
no, they're still gonna.
They're still sistering it, but they're just using an LVL
In,
versus using a 2x12.
Okay,
those are true 2x12.
Right, well, I think they're 14
14
inches.
inches, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he approved that. I hope that water, the special water, I hope to get him. And it's up to him. He's a general contractor. We'll discuss that again.
Well, I don't want to hear we miss it when it comes to winter, because the special order materials are still on back order or something.
Is that LVL is the special order?
It's for some lengths that they are, some of the depths. If you get it,
I don't think those would be, I don't know what they have, but 14s, and they're not long. I think they're less than that. They only have to go across the hall.
and bridge over.
Yeah, so maybe 14 feet,
Okay.
15, 16 footers.
Okay.
So, I mean, those come in long lengths.
Mhm.
If you were asking for a 30-footer, yeah.
Okay.
Well, just to set the mood, I had a fight-back meeting where there were new members wanting fired out of the contractors, and so that we're not at that point. It's just, we paid a lot of money to get where we are.
When did you have that meeting?
That was the last word fight. In this November. Anyway, it's getting hostile.
Project was supposed to be complete in like 3 weeks.
Right.
Right. We are originally, you can't even tell they've started. I mean, that's not true. I don't mean it that way. But it's.
It seems that way, yes.
It appears that way.
Mhm.
What does he build percentage wise? Is he even at 25%?
Well, I have,
We have a lot of the equipment to build out, so that adds a lot.
Yeah, okay.
But at the
I
very
know I
end,
looked at it this morning.
that leads into our next.
44%. Okay,
But it's hard to tell whether that's work or material stored on site.
This is not work. Jim's studying something else. This is, Jim's project managers to date, sustainable energy to date, silver parcella to date, and proposal construction to date. And what balance is left on those contracts? So that leads into a new business discussion of contract extension. Oh, absolutely. So Jim, I think yours had an end date of 12/31/25.
Yeah, I did, but,
How do you want to handle that?
okay, my work to date through November leaves a balance of 21,195. I would still work. There's still dollars left, okay? What I've done in the past with clients like yourself is, do I get like, 2 months, when there are 2 months left of the billings left here, I would ask you, if you need, I would give you a proposal. But I don't know how long, you might slap you over here, how long?
Well, normally a contract goes to the end of the just.
Yeah, but
It's like sustainable engineering, see how you haven't hardly done anything yet. Sense of,
right,
because there's nothing built.
right. So that's where we stand. I'll get back to you early part of the first quarter of this year, once I get a full schedule to see where we stand. I'm hoping that we get done by summer of 26.
We're all,
Okay?
so
So can I, it's a time for me to ask a question. I have to get the calendar ready for next year. And so this year we built a lot of time, like 2 weeks at vacation, Christmas, half days for people to work. And they weren't used, like that whole week of Thanksgiving, we had half days for them to come in. Should we be thinking about that again?
At this time, no.
So regular school year calendar.
For September of 2026, June.
Typically we start in August. Do we start in August or do we do it after Labor Day?
Starting afterwards.
Could you start late again, like you did here?
So,
Well, and then after that, keep your usual calendar project for the rest of the year.
so I could start late again. I would love to start with the teachers though. Here without the kids because Labor
You can
Day,
do that. You can do that.
Labor Day is
Okay.
the 7th next. year.
Okay.
So,
You could do.
okay.
You could do that.
All right.
Okay.
Most of the, I think, issues they're gonna find have been found.
That's why
And so they should be able to hit the ground running and be done with this job by the end of summer, by July. I don't see why not.
one would think.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I guess it's how many more nodes are we gonna find?
Well, the ceilings are all exposed.
Yes.
Okay. And
Is there anything when we go outside and go on the ground?
you might hit some ledge here and there, but that's about it. Stuff, you have any ledges down here?
Be that close to the school. No, I don't think there is, because
How
everything
about-
here was all filled.
Okay.
It's all,
How about we go as units go on the roof, we're gonna uncover like, our cradle that we made for the thing is the wrong size, or
No, we haven't fabbed those yet.
is there gonna be a problem getting the fabricated?
It should not be a problem. Once we know where these units sit, we could basically, quantify the sizes and all that in the little
Well, why don't we know?
all the curbs?
Yeah.
I thought you said the curbs were in.
No, the curbs are here, but I'm talking about the supports, the steel,
Oh, the steel.
supports. I want an answer for will be for the solar panels. If not, I'm gonna set the thing up. Wing E and F, there should be no problems because we're running along the ductwork above the roof. And wing D is we gotta do that for next February, the Jimmy equipment. Should be no more problems with the design.
But I'm worried about back orders in materials needed.
That's raw structural steel. A lot of that is warehouse steel. They can get the warehouse. You're not talking large pieces of steel. It's basically the longest piece really is the length of the unit, which is what, 20 feet long.
Roughly.
I don't know, just not optimistic based on this fact that we're still stalled. Jim, do you have any concerns with anything yet to be designed and getting pushback from Sagamore or from mechanical?
No, I think we gave them the best design that we could, given the existing conditions. And, you know, of course, keeping in mind that we wanted to keep as much ductwork inside the building. You know, we really didn't approach it with an agenda other than providing the best installation that we could for the town. So I don't have any concerns. I think what we gave them, the revised drawings, were the best solution. And had we had the ceilings down and knew, you know, a year ago what we know now, this is the way we would have went about it.
But we have an invoice to approve.
Do you have any more?
I think we have.
What's that?
Do you have invoices?
Yes. Yeah, there's two. One is for Save More. This is their invoice. So the number 10 for the month ending November the 30th in the amount of $34,133.
Yeah, my recommendation would be make a motion to approve pending.
Full schedule. A full schedule.
Full schedule.
Yeah.
And confidence that this winter break, we'll see some results.
I'll make that motion.
That's the devil, I gotta write it completely. Yeah, Google, what's this called? 18261. One 34.
Now,
What is the cost for Jim? Is it material, sheet metal
so
or?
this month is, this is basically for their crews doing, the line sets. And they are basically, they actually done with them on. Again.
Jim, how's it go? Pending the schedule complete. Pending the complete schedule being provided.
What's that?
They done with raising.
They haven't done yet. I think they wanted to do that during this break too. Makes things easier.
Steve said that they're probably gonna be in about a week or so, they might be ready to start that, so it might be before that.
That's great.
Okay, pending the complete schedule being provided for wing A.
No, complete safety.
For
Complete project
Yeah.
schedule.
entire. Project.
Without the electrician making the changes, so Columbia can get the sheet metal in, it's gonna be hard to push them.
Well-
Because they're being held up.
He accepted the approval on Thursday. I made sure that he accepted.
Yeah.
He responded back. I will respond to him tomorrow on just on the extras, which we have.
Okay,
Okay.
and that was made by motion by Guy.
I'll second it.
Now. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. 3-0. Okay. Okay. So that's second.
Okay.
Next,
My invoice JR Russo LLC. Invoice number 15. The month ending November 30th, 25, in the amount of $2,767.50.
Okay, who makes that motion? Second? Discussion on improving, all those fair say aye? Aye, please do. And that was invoice number 15. Any other?
Okay, I want to look at the approval of 5 bidded POs. We're doing it as a group or individually?
Do you see any major discussion of payroll?
No. Jim's firm, basically agrees with me too, that these are all, we would negotiate them down as far as we could. And if they're reasonable, okay? I'll give you a group. PCO number 5 in the amount of $9,021.01. $921.01.
$921.01.
Yeah.
Okay,
PCO 6 in the amount of $27,627.59.
okay,
PCO 7, $1,618.84.
okay,
PCO 8, $1,945.35. PCO 9, $2,021.62, and with no added days. Okay? All of them. We get the approval for that, that would be great.
okay, who's making that motion?
I like that.
Please. Second? Don? Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Unanimous. Yeah. Anybody? Person gets things to meet. All right. Any other matters? Hearing none, by citizens, do you have any? Executive session, we didn't set one. Remember a motion for adjournment.
I'll make that motion.
And second? So the, fair say aye.
Aye.
All right.
When's our next meeting? I think it wasn't supposed to be Christmas Eve, but we made it a different
We
day.
made it the 23rd, that Tuesday.
It's the 23rd. Oh,
That problem?
I host a complete swamp. I already sent the invitations out. So I can't come that day.
Okay, so it's a Monday, the 23rd.
No, no.
23rd, I can't come.
The next meeting that we have? The building committee meeting or?
Monday the 22nd.
So the building committee is this Wednesday. It's this week.
This Wednesday, and then we changed it. The
So
job
job
meeting
meeting
is the 10th, which is Wednesday.
10 on Wednesday.
And then we're also, and then because in 2 weeks from this coming Wednesday is Christmas Eve, the job meeting was moved to the 23rd.
So then the 23rd,
Okay,
Wednesday.
no, 23rd.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
But it's a job meeting on Tuesday.
Job meeting. Now, Billy,
Oh, yeah.
meeting,
Tuesday at 2:30.
Oh, so the 23rd at 2:30.
Yeah.
That's not the HVAC night meeting.
No.
Gotcha. I thought
So then the committee meeting, next committee meeting,
is the 22nd. You have it on our schedule for the
22nd,
second.
meeting
which is what day of the week?
Monday.
Hopefully Monday.
Monday night.
Okay,
22nd.
Isn't it technically supposed to be next Monday?
are you ready?
I don't know, but
Because we're supposed to be the first and the third Monday of the
Because we
month.
moved tonight.
for some reason,
We pushed tonight back a week.
back a week.
I wrote down December 22nd at the last meeting.
Yeah, that's what,
That's what I wrote down.
Yeah, that's the job meeting.
no, that is the
That was our
building
meeting.
Monday night.
22nd. That's what I wrote. But
So that's the D8, that'd be 2 weeks from now.
Right, but this is a reschedule, remember?
This is a special meeting.
yes, because it.
Oh, the 8th is a special.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the first.
Tonight was a special meeting.
So then the 15th would normally be ours.
Right.
Yeah, that's when it doesn't make sense to me next week.
No,
No, we're not gonna have it.
22nd.
And then 22nd,
push it into January and.
22nd, I'm on vacation, so I have to come by
See
remote.
how much gets done.
You wanna wait till we see if we're making progress and have anything to talk on 22nd? What do you think, Jim?
Yeah, let's wait to see the reaction that we
Okay,
get.
so Monday 22nd is TBD.
Oh,
I love that.
that worked, yeah.
Hate that.
And I can come on the 23rd.
Okay.
22nd.
23rd is
Is
the
it-
job meeting.
Job meeting, right?
It's that
Job
too.
meeting, yeah.
It's the cookie stuff. It's my,
Yeah, 23rd, I'm at work.
this is the 26th year I posted the cookie stuff on the 23rd.
So then Tuesday, the 23rd at 2:30
Right.
is job again.
And then, is the town closed on the 24th?
And 24th,
On the 24th?
all of 24th, no. And we don't do a half meeting.
No, the 24th.
But you're open on the 26th, so right, the Friday. Yeah,
Yep.
Christmas.
Yeah, open 26th.
We adjourned. Right?
Oh, we vote on, all in favor, say aye. Oh, we did vote, right? Okay, well, so we killed that. And Jim, thank you for coming.
Goodbye.
Have a good night, all. Thank you.
Yeah.